I thank the Minister of Health, South Africa. I now give the floor to His Excellency Kwaku Agyeman Manu, Honorable Minister for Health, Ghana. Please.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ghana is delighted to take the floor to contribute to the discussions on the fight against tuberculosis. In Ghana, about 45,000 persons fall ill every year, and 43 persons lose their lives daily. Some progress has been made since the 2018 declaration. Ghana has combined a series of structured policies and activities supported by establishment of a ministerial office for resource mobilization and direct monitoring of tuberculosis, malaria, and HIV programmatic activities. We are addressing the catastrophic cost of persons affected by TB with the provision of free health insurance and additional gene experts and digital X-ray machines to aid diagnosis. The decentralized TB molecular platforms and TB human resource really supported the COVID response during the pandemic. These district molecular platforms also serve pandemic preparedness and other disease management. In return, we have leveraged the COVID response mechanism for diagnostic equipment, especially digital X-rays, gene experts, and development integrated surveillance. Chair, TB is preventable, treatable, and curable, therefore rendering quality care to people living with TB through equitable access to rapid diagnostics, shorter all oral treatment for infection and disease, increasing access to social protection, and other innovations including digital tools for health. To make this a reality for the Ghanaian, we commit to mobilizing and increasing domestic resources for diagnosing and treating people with TB, including children, people living with HIV, and provision of preventive therapy and a focus on high-risk and vulnerable groups with newer diagnostics, especially for children. We further commit to strengthen notification of all people who are diagnosed with tuberculosis by public, private, and community-based healthcare providers to national health information systems, facilitated by the expanded use of secure, confidential, and digital case-based surveillance with full respect for human rights in line with highest applicable standards and data privacy laws, civil registration, and vital statistics registers to allow for tracking of the tuberculosis epidemic by improving real-time data collection, reporting, and automation to inform and support evidence-based decision-making and strengthen accountability. We commit to ensure 100% of people with TB have access to health and social benefit packages to avoid catastrophic costs of the TB disease for both people with the disease and their families. We commit to support the rights of people affected by TB within the national TB responses that are equitable, inclusive, gender-sensitive, rights-based, and people-centered. These will include action-oriented efforts within specific models of care to address stigma and discrimination, mental health and undernutrition, and overcome barriers to accessing care and prevention with deepened civil society involvement. We are committed to translate the United Nations high-level meeting declarations into country-level actions through a multi-sectorial accountability framework. We commit to promote the inclusion of TB in the curricula of medical schools, public health, nursery, medical technology, nutrition, social work, and other related areas of training. In conclusion, Ghana is committed to achieve the goal of TB elimination by 2030 through sustained and adequate funding for TB services over the next 7 years. We shall drive multi-sectoral action and accountability using the whole of government approach to tackle the key drivers of the TB epidemic.
I thank the Honorable Minister for Health, Ghana. I now give the floor to Her Excellency